Hi everyone. Today I'm going to answer a question that was asked recently about the intrusive thoughts that you get when you're trying to meditate. It's commonly known as the monkey mind, and this comes from the Buddhist tradition. The Buddha once described the human mind as being filled with drunken monkeys jumping around, causing a nuisance and making lots of noise. Now, we all have this monkey mind. There are ways to deal with the monkey mind. There are actually quite a few things that you can do to work with the monkey mind. Now, often we tend to make it an adversary, something that we have to conquer, and then we become frustrated, and then it becomes a whole thing. Now, for most meditators, these intrusive thoughts are an event that happens throughout our meditation practice. It doesn't matter whether you started learning to meditate last week or you've been doing it for 30 years. So let's go through the 4 things that you can do to work with the monkey mind. The first thing we need to acknowledge is that our thoughts are there for a purpose. Our mind feels that it's important. It's trying to let us know about something that we need to know about. And when we try to push them away, it just makes our mind want to dial up this alert more and more. It's trying to get our attention. So one of the best ways to do this is to honor that part of your mind. It has a purpose. It's trying to help you in some way or another. So it's about honoring that. So you can start by spending 5 minutes in a quasi meditation before your actual meditation. So it's not the bulk of your meditation. You're just sitting there quietly for 5 minutes and letting thoughts come. Now you just let the thoughts come and acknowledge them with the intention of dealing with them after your meditation. A good thing to do is write them down, because you're basically telling your mind that you are listening and you aren't disregarding these messages, but you also need your meditation time. Now, important thing to do is after your meditation, follow through and deal with the things on the list that you can. This teaches your mind that it doesn't need to send you messages during meditation because you'll put aside time to deal with issues. Now, number 2, you can use some of your meditation time to deal with the issues as they come up. So when a thought comes in, follow it, see what it's trying to tell you. And this is also a good time to ask mentally what you need to do to deal with the issues. Often insights come through during meditation, so it's a really good time to problem solve. And so once you get these insights, or even if you don't get an insight, visualize yourself dealing with the issue during the meditation, so in this meditative state. And then once you've done that, firmly decide that you're going to focus on your meditation. The third way to deal with the monkey mind is that every time a thought comes in, redirect your attention to something else, like your breath or a mantra. Those are the 2 most common things that you redirect your mind to. Then you allow the distraction to pass and continue with the meditation. Initially, you'll only be able to focus on the meditation for a few seconds at a time, but continue with this, persevere with it. The more you learn to redirect your attention to your meditation, the longer the space between meditation and intrusive thoughts. Just keep coming back to the meditation. Every time you veer off, keep coming back, veer off, keep coming back. And you will find that the space between needing to come back will be longer and longer. And the 4th and final way to deal with these intrusive thoughts, the monkey mind, is through using your tongue. That might sound strange. Now, when people think, they tend to talk to themselves. We think in words, for most of us. Now, this is called subvocalization, and you may have experienced this when you're reading. Subvocalization is an internal and silent speech. And when you're reading, sometimes you make out the sound of the words in your head as you're reading, but you do it silently. Now, subvocalization also happens when we have thoughts. Now, our tongues are actually wired to spring into action when we talk. And interestingly, this also happens with subvocalization. So if you focus on relaxing your tongue, it makes it difficult to talk to yourself silently. So this works with subvocalization as well, and those intrusive thoughts. So during your meditation, focus on relaxing your tongue. Now, at the start, you may need to really focus, and it may interfere with focusing on your meditation. But with practice, this idea of relaxing your tongue while you meditate will become automatic, and so will silencing your subvocalization and intrusive thoughts. I hope that helps you, and I hope this really helps enhance your meditation practice. See you next time.
Learn, discover and grow together. Let's bring out the best in you.